Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. Welcome to Brand Therapy Thursday. Session is in. If you're in session with me, say hi. Let me know who is here and what ails you when it comes to your productivity when building your brand. So that's our topic for today. It's all about productivity apps, helping you to do things in a more resourceful and more resilient way. Good afternoon, Facebook user. Who is this? Try to click out and look for the link that says, I'm going live with StreamYard. Give StreamYard permission to use your name, and then I can see who it is. Hello, beautiful Renee. How are you, gorgeous? So let's talk about your productivity. I want to hear from you. What's your current process? What's your current process? What tools are you using? What applications are you using in any area of your brand development? So it can be social media, it can be in your email, it can be your video production, it can be for your website, it could be anything. So we're just going to have an open discussion, an open session today on productivity apps that can help you and make it easier for you. Hey, Jacqueline. So one thing I said last, and I'm getting that on the calendar, is social media using Promo Republic. We did a full session on that. So if you missed that session, go find that in either in the tribe or on my YouTube channel or on any of the Facebook pages, and find that session. But for anybody who purchased the AppSumo on my mind, the Promo Republic link for social media productivity, I'm going to be doing a special invite only training, meaning the only way you get in this training is by purchasing that link. So let me just see if I can find that and repost that. I know Jacqueline's already purchased it, affiliate links, and I know a couple of others as well. So let me put this in the comment. And there, you can see it's there. I don't know if you're able to click on it in the comments from where you are. If you're on, this is where it is. If you're on YouTube, if you're on the agency Facebook business page, the comments there. If you are on my Faith James business page, the comments there as well. So anywhere on any of those platforms, you can click on that either after the show. I don't know if you can do it during, but if you see it, click it and go ahead and get it. So this link gives you a free 2-week trial, and then you can upgrade to, I believe it's 3 platforms for $9 per month, and then some other number for 10. So I have where all of my platforms are connected. So for those of you who know that you need help with increasing productivity when it comes to your social media, then you want to jump on that for sure. Okay. So let's talk about the rest. I also posted, so what I'm going to do, and you tell me, guys, if this is interesting for you, if this is something that you would want. So the team and I are putting together like a full PDF that you can download of all of the productivity apps by either category or by use. So for example, under email, right, I'm going to be listing literally everything that I use in my company. So from the actual email server that I use, email system that I use, down to how do I get my email connected to my ClickFunnels so that if I send out a link to register for an event, how does that then get put into my email address in my system without me physically having to do that. So that's what this is what this whole conversation is about. It's about expanding your thinking. It's about expanding your essence of just being like a little doer, doing everything yourself, to really standing up, shoulders back, and governing yourself like you're a CEO. Renee, I'm not sure I understand your question. Is it different than the brand visibility challenge? Yeah, this is completely different. Completely different. This doesn't have anything to do with the challenge. This is if you know that from an overall brand development standpoint, that you could use a little bit more productivity. That you spend, either you're spending a lot of time or you're completely avoiding doing it because it's taking too much time when it comes to all of the things you need to do for your brand. So like, this is actually one of the reasons why I created the Platinum program, and why the Platinum Plus is going to be even more, because what's happening is that people are not, either they're not a friend of tech or they're not willing. Like, you know, from this morning's show, the Brand Momentum show, we talked about, let's see which number that was. It was number 3, lack of interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. So we're in session. So, you know, we're just going to come with the truth, and we have to speak our truth. We get to speak our truth because that's the only way we will advance. Do you have a lack of desire for acquiring specialized knowledge, as Napoleon Hill identified? So we know that we get to have different things to help us along the way. Many of those things are tech solutions. Many of them require us to acquire the specialized knowledge in learning how to use a Canva template. This entire show open that you see when you come into brand therapy, it's a combination of produced in iMovie and in Canva video. I learned all of that myself. I did not go and hire anybody to produce the show open for me. I did that myself. The show open on Brand Momentum Morning Show, same thing. A combination between iMovie and Canva video. So because I have an interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. Number 3 says, so for those of you who weren't on the show, Hill identified the following symptoms of lack of persistence, stating, here you will find the real enemies that stand between you and noteworthy achievement. So we went through all, what was it, 16 or 18, 16 things that stand behind you and your noteworthy achievement. Number 3 is your lack of interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. So let's be in our transparency. Do you have an interest in learning how to really use Canva? Do you have an interest in really learning how to use Promo Republic? Do you have an interest? So, right, this is where it is. If you don't have an interest for it, hello, KP in the house, fresh off of her national television debut. What's what? Hey, Jessica. Yes. So thank you for being transparent, Renee. Renee says, I love iCanva. I don't understand iMovie, and that is frustrating to me. So we get to stand in our power, right? We get to understand that if one person can create a movie using iMovie, a million people can do it. Because once one thing is done before, it is not insurmountable. It is not impossible. We get to get decided that this thing called iMovie is not going to frustrate me. So here we go. I'm going to see. And I wonder if Stelita is on. Stelita is missing this because Stelita just. So if you have an Apple, you have an iPhone, I want you right now to go find the iMovie app and get it on your phone. So let's do that while I'm pulling up the desktop version right now. So iMovie is specifically for Apple iOS. Final Cut Pro is another one that you would use if you have an Android, but I run a Mac shop. I don't know anything about Android and its friends. Oh, Stelita, oh my gosh, you're in the house. Oh my gosh, here you go, honey. God is so good. And you know, I tell you guys this all the time. I don't really prep for these shows. I just ask God, what do you want me to talk about? And that's what he gave me. And look, Stelita, didn't you ask me about this yesterday? So here we go. Let me find iMovie. Hello, gorgeous. All right, iMovie. Okay. So guys, you just get to decide. You just get to decide that you are going to be an overcomer. The minute you throw your hands up and you're like, oh, I can't, you have come into agreement with your subconscious mind that you are a victim. You have come into agreement with your subconscious mind that you are weak. You've just come into agreement with it. And then the subconscious mind is like, okay, chill. I did my job because I told you from my $1 Million Morning Mastermind session this morning, that's what we're talking about. The subconscious mind, its only role is to keep you safe, which basically translate that to mean keep you small, keep you hidden, because it's still acting like there's saber-toothed tiger out in the jungle. It's not really fully in the knowing and the understanding that we are now in modern time civilized world and there's no tiger lurking in the jungle. So it wants to keep you safe, and its idea of keeping you safe is keeping you preserved, and so you live. And so the idea of trying something new, something different that may cause a little bit of pain, may cause your brain to stretch a little bit more, it's like, oh, hell to the no. This is too much brain trauma. We're not here for this. We're not going to do it. So it thinks it's helping you. Stay small. Don't try anything. Don't do anything. Be a little wounded bird in the corner. Just stay here. Nobody can see you. If you don't flap your wings, nobody can see you. Because if you try to do something and it bombs, well, here comes the shame and the embarrassment and the disgrace. So we're not here for any of that. Yep. Exactly. That's what it is, keeping you small. It thinks it's keeping you safe, but it's keeping you small. Yay. I know this is Marcella because I know only she's doing an FPL presentation. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Yeah, you see, Marcella did her presentation in Canva thanks to me. So here's the thing. When you do a presentation in Canva, and I may do a little bit on that today, I only have an hour. In fact, I may have less today. Let me just see what's going on. Because ever since I'm in this leadership program, the schedule is BANANAS. All right, I have a 2. Okay, I can go to 1. All right. I'm so happy for you, love. That's great. We have to talk soon. All right, let me share. So does everybody who is on with me live right now and you own an iPhone, have you already gone to the App Store and downloaded the iMovie app? I just want to see the yeses or the nos, because if you don't have it, this is going to be a waste of time for me to go through through this if you don't already have it on your phone, because I want you to be able to track with what I'm saying and doing. Okay, so KP has got it on her phone. Jacqueline has it, great. So we only have 2 people with iPhones on your phone. Brenda, you have iPhone, you have iMovie on your phone, the app for the phone. And Renee has it. Okay, great. All right, here we go. Let me get rid of these. Okay. So what I'm sharing with you is the desktop. It'll be modified. I'm going to be doing it also on my phone here, so I can track along and show you. But I just want to show you the desktop. So when you first come to it, you're going to see a plus sign. When you open up projects on your phone, let me just look at these comments here. This is going to be a little back and forth. You open up iMovie. Does everybody have, yes, Stelita, iPhone for iMovie. I don't know if Final Cut Pro has a phone version, but Final Cut Pro would be for Android. So yes, to answer your question. Mary, do you have an iPhone? Okay. So Mary, go to the App Store and search for iMovie. So you're going to see, let me see if I can do this. When you open it up, and I don't know all of what it's going to require you to do, but you'll see a plus sign. Does everybody have a plus sign on your phone when you open up iMovie? So on the app, the functionalities are going to be significantly limited versus what I'm about to show you for the desktop, right? Which just makes sense. The desktop has more space, it has more memory, it can do more stuff. This is if you just need to do a quick little edit, a little zhuzh on the fly. But again, number 3, enemy between you and your amazing achievements is your lack of willingness, your lack of desire to learn, to acquire specialized knowledge. Now, hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm telling you now, be your own video editor. But you should be so self-sufficient that if you had to, you know a little something about how to pull together a quick edit that you can do, for your phone. All right, so okay, Renee's saying she's seeing the plus sign. So go ahead and hit the plus sign, and somebody tell me what you see when you click the plus sign. Anybody? What do you guys see when you hit the plus sign? So, okay, thank you, Renee. Renee's on it. I love this. Thank you, Renee. Right, movie or trailer? You're going to do movie. So we click movie, and it should open up to you your camera roll. You should see, okay, Jacqueline, you're on your phone at work. Okay, no worries. Watch a replay later then. So you'll see a bunch of things that are on your camera roll. You can scroll, and then if you just hit create create movie, then you can choose whether you want to use images, whether you want to do a video. So I'm going to choose moments, and moments basically are from your camera roll. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will click one image. I'll click another image, and you'll see like the little you'll see like a little, let me see if it's download that. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Let me go to the photos instead. I'm going to go to recently added. So I'll do this and this and add. Okay. Let's go back and see. All right. So you can just click on any, when you click on plus, it'll say like add. Oh, Brenda, you're on your phone as well. So Christina, what do you mean you can't get the MacBook to when you first go into iMovie? I'm going to get out of it on my desktop. When I first get into the app, right? So it just takes you into right. This is like the studio area, and then I can go to photos if you have any videos. So it's loading all. I mean, I have a gazillion photos, so this may take a little bit. So while that's doing that, I'm gonna stop share for a second and just show you on my phone. So I went in and I double clicked on one picture that I had. You see this plus sign here, there. So you see there's this one picture that I brought in, right? It says My Movie 2. So I'm literally just creating it. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to do another image, right? Now I've added Jessica. I'm going to hit the plus again. I'm going to, so when I hit the plus, you see that little cloud download. You want to click that. And then when you hit the cloud download, you see that it plus says it's pointing to that picture of Lindsay. Do I want to add that? And I'll say yes. Okay. I'm going to do one more. All right. I'm going to do one more. All right. So So on my phone, so I first started by adding a picture from my phone, and then I added another picture. I added Jessica, then I added Lindsay, Brenda, Juliet. So these are the pictures that are going to make up my movie. So if I just hit play right here now, right? So it'll have that. So just imagine if I was like, oh, I'm going to do a video that shows all of the new accelerators who recently joined. But instead of doing them individually like I did last night, I'm going to do a compilation video. So you can do a quick thing. Imagine if this was your KP, imagine if this was your workshop coming up and you had pictures from your previous workshops and you're like, you know, still on the fence, you know, how many more hours? It's like, we've only got 5 hours to go till the next fabulous intro to style workshop. Still on the fence? Not sure? Let me give you a sneak peek behind the scenes look of what actually goes down at an intro to style session. And then you may have like fun pictures of, you know, you measuring somebody's, you know, distance between their eye, like, you know, fun things that people may not realize that actually goes on in a style session. It's not just, oh, let's like look at some clothes, but it's your measurements and all of those things. And you just pulled in all those pictures into iMovie. Now you have one piece of film that you can produce and say, right, I'm going to create this. So now at the bottom, once you've selected all of the images, do you see this gear icon here at the bottom? You want to click on that. And then these options pop up. So you can add some fun filters. So let's say I'm going to go with comic. And the theme at the bottom, you see the different themes. I can do modern, I can do bright, I can do playful. So I'll select that. I'm going to select the theme. So the themes come with some prescribed soundtracks. And it gives you the option of like, do you want it to fade in from black, fade out to black? So just some, you know, basic, again, you're doing this on your phone. It's just going to be basic, but let's do that. Now I've added all those things. So I'm going to hit play and it's going to play. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. Right. So you see now the picture changed. So it's more kind of cartoony, right? If that was the essence and the image and the energy of my brand, and that's sort of what I wanted to go with. It's like, oh, girls just want to have fun. And the accelerator, we transform into our superpowers and we become superhuman, awesome beings. You should be a part of the accelerator. Come on in, join now. So let me do this for you again. Okay. Easy peasy. So again, because you're on your phone, it's not going to be a lot of the options, but what I want you to hear me say, okay, so now I changed it to black and white comic. I kept the comic look still. And if I wanted to edit, and I'm going to add, when you go to the plus sign, when you see, it gives you those little things. So I'm going to add background. These are my options for backgrounds. So I'm going to do something a little funky. And so next is voiceover. You definitely want to be a part of the accelerator. Look at these amazing superhumans who are ready to rock the world. Be a card carrying member. Come on in now. We are doing amazing. We're doing amazing things in the accelerator. Look at these amazing superhumans. Come be a part of the most rockingest accountability and personal branding program this side of the Mississippi. You will not be disappointed. Booyah. Okay. Now, so you heard me just record that. So play. We're doing amazing things in the accelerator. Look at these amazing superhumans. Come be a part of the most rockingest accountability and personal branding program this side of the Mississippi. You will not be disappointed. Booyah. I mean, is that good or good? Yeah. So exactly. So you can set how long you want the pictures to go for. You can lengthen, you can shorten. Oh, brilliant. Using on the iPad. Yeah. How awesome is that? Yeah. If you record it on like a memo, which, the voice memo comes with your phone. So on my phone, there is the voice memos. So if you have the music, you can just play it and click the voice memo to record and then send that as a track to your computer so you can upload it. But absolutely. Yes, it's super cool. So here's what I'm doing. Okay, so if you're in the accelerator, and this is why when I say they're a card carrying member, because membership has its privileges. I've just given you a little bit of a tip of the iceberg in terms of what you can do from your phone. I'm going to be doing a special masterclass on this particular productivity app. Kim, it is the iMovie. Yeah. So it's the iMovie app. If you have an iPhone, that's what we're working through. And so what I'm saying is, Kim, you're not in the accelerator program. This is what you need to do. If you want to get training on how to do this, get in the accelerator program. Everybody, if you're not in, you're missing out. You're doing yourself a disservice. So just imagine I come on here in an hour and I give you magic like this. Just imagine if you were my client 24/7 in the accelerator. It's a total unfair advantage, but you have to want it. One of the things that we talked about in the Brand Momentum Morning Show was, right? So I just shared with you a lack of acquiring specialized knowledge. So if you don't have lack of interest, don't have the interest, then I can't get that to you. That needs to come from a place of desire. That needs to come from that leaning in. This is why I say I serve leaning forward female entrepreneurs. We have to be intentional about where we're going or what we want to do, right? It's not good enough just to say, oh, I'm going to wait for Thursdays and see. I'm always going to come with the magic on Thursdays. That's not going to stop. But how much further along in our brand building could we be if we just said, you know what, $97 is a joke to get in. And I want you to hear me say, $97 is not going to pay my mortgage. We understand this, right? This is not a surprise to anyone. What I want to do is to make a bigger impact in the world. I want to reach so many more people I want to transform. So what I've just done for everybody here, and this is free, right? This is open to the public. This is now on my social media. It's on my Twitter. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on all of the Facebook pages. Anybody gets this information. What you need to understand is that there's more, way more, where that came from. And it pains me to see people being wishy-washy, uncertain, undecided, adrift in the wind, as opposed to saying, okay, you know what, enough is enough. Like, I know somebody who is a branding ninja. I know somebody who's a branding Sherpa. I know somebody who's a Fortune 500 brand influencer who has worked on brands for 25 years, like IBM and Mary Kay and AG Edwards and Pepsi and Nestle and Frito-Lay and on. Why wouldn't you? This is the question you need to ask yourself, because it means nothing about me. But I'm really pushing you because it's like a little bit of an intervention today. Why are we comfortable on the sidelines? Why are we comfortable just getting half the pie? Why not ask for all, right? This morning, Jessica said, people would say, oh, it's like you're not grateful, you're not satisfied. No, we're not satisfied, because universal law, number one universal law says more life. If you can get more, do more, use more, it is unnatural for you to not go for it. So if you're not in Accelerator, that's that. So this is what you will receive, because it's again, right? Talk about automation. So this is a perfect example. Productivity means to me what? That I'm not manually touching every single piece of my business. I am good. I am a branding ninja. I am bad to the bone. I am one human. So while I'm here training, teaching, I can't be like grabbing everybody's name and see. So how did this thing just get generated that says, hey, thank you for showing interest. Please check your inbox for more details. You know, I just didn't write that, right? I have a productivity app that automates that for me. Accelerators are going to get access to the entire collection of everything that I have in my business, in my agency, in my company, that allows me to be like a ninja with 50 swords going, and it's just me, because I believe 1,000% in productivity apps. I was on, I shared this before. It's sort of like a little bit of a funny story, but because I have such a strong desire to learn specialized knowledge, but I also know when I'm over my skis, but I'm not just going to give up. I'm going to go get the help. So what did I do? I booked a Zoom session at 2 a.m. Eastern. So 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm on a video Zoom session with a Pakistani from Fiverr, getting help for the Zapier codes and the 10,000 codes and what needs to be connected to the Google Sheet and the Google form. So I don't let that stuff overwhelm me, because somebody somewhere on this planet created Zapier. Somebody somewhere on the planet is using Zapier as it was created. So if one person's out there doing it, it's possible. And what do I know? I am able. I am equipped. I am well able. So if somebody can figure out how to use Zapier, I'm going to go find that person. I took it as far as my specialized knowledge went. So again, it's about standing in your truth. You know, I could say, oh my God, I'm going to show them. I'm going to figure it. We don't have that kind of time to waste. AppSumo is waiting for their thing to get my course live, right? Because I had a deadline to get this course on their marketplace. Probably if I didn't have a deadline, I would have been dilly-dallying with it even more. My point in telling you all of this is that I ain't never scared of no tech. Never scared. Because, and Brendan knows this well, because we joke about it in our sessions. I said, 2 things you need to know. There is a back button for all applications. There is a back button, right? You have an escape button on your computer. You make a wrong move, you're like, oop, didn't mean to do that. Oop, back button. Oh, escape. Be fearless when it comes to the tech. I know. It's a joke. Just get in the group. Yeah. No conversation. For copyright or on the music, if that's an issue, if you record, yes. So industrial use says this. If you're using it for, so let's just say we were doing a training, right? I had everybody in my office and I'm doing a mastermind session, 4 or 5 people. And I'm like, let's play our fight songs. And we're like playing and jamming. That's internal personal use, right? That's covered. I bought the CD, I can play it. The minute I start to use it externally and make money, now I need to have an industrial use. It's the reason why anytime you play a song on your Zoom that's streaming out to the public via Facebook, they mute your stuff, because now you're taking what was for personal use. Now you're putting it out to the public, because right, everybody and their mother can see it on Facebook. And if they're like, ooh, I love her vibe, she's really jamming, she's a cool chick, yeah, I'm gonna go sign up for her platinum program, and I get 14K because I played Beyonce to the left, and people like my vibe. Now I gotta pay for that. It's industrial use. So if it's internal, no worries. What does Bob tell us? Turn your disco way up loud, disturb the neighbors. But the minute you start to profit, the minute you're in a potential position for profit, then you have to have licensing, use, and rights. So if you have a song, so for example, this is a perfect timing. So my upcoming, so excited for this, my upcoming live retreat event is April 6th. Everybody mark your calendar. April 6th, clear the calendar. It's going to be one day, and it's a live retreat. We're going to have speakers that are going to speak into the idea of becoming the CEO of you. So this is all about helping entrepreneurs who want to get on their entrepreneurial journey, be really supported. I have a speaker who's going to be speaking from a leadership standpoint. I have a doctor who's a gene fatigue doctor. I have the woman who is the head of the Chamber of Commerce, Black Chamber of Commerce out in LA. Francine, who is also a financial specialist in Virginia, is going to be a speaker. She has a radio show that gets to over 75,000 people. Shay is going to come and speak. I have Joseph is coming to speak. So many people, but I'm going to have artists. I'm going to have, we got to have our dance breaks. So to get around that idea of, oh, now you're going to go play people's music. So I'm looking for artists who can either come play live, sing a cappella. You've got a guitar and you can jam. You're a poet. You can do a spoken word. You're a musician and you can play a bad to the bone trumpet. I'm looking for musical acts to be a part of that. But for those of you, mark your calendar. As soon as I have the link, I just had the meeting this morning with my VAs and they're working on that right now. So as soon as that's out, it's going to be a free event. We're going to have about 10 speakers and we're going to have artists and we're going to have meditation. We're going to have clearing energy, because if you know anything about being an entrepreneur, you need to woo-saw every single day, because just alone for the tech, you need to woo-saw. If you don't come with the right mindset and you become overwhelmed and you're like crying in your sleep because you don't know how to figure out the Zapier and the Google Sheets. Like literally there was a point I thought I was going to cry. I'm like, I've watched this video 100 times. I don't see what he's clicking and how he's getting that thing to work. That's when I was like, you know what? Fiverr is my friend. That's another thing that we're going to have in this masterclass. I have done so much work with people from Fiverr. Yes, they're in India. Yes, they're in Pakistan. Yes, but you know what? Right now, as a solopreneur, if that's you, you can get team and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So I'm going to get into all of that. Productivity, operations, like literally open up the back door to my agency and show you everything, only to the accelerators. So $97, as Brenda Swanson says, it's a joke. Get in the group, comment accelerator. Yes, Marcella, so much value, beyond. Okay, bye, my love. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Latanya, hello, beautiful. Thanks for joining. Where do I look to see what's included? Let me know if you have received in your messenger. It should have just popped up and given you information on there. If not, let me know and I'll be sure that that gets sent over to you, because it's already in a link. Once you click on it, it gives you all of the details, but I'm going to tell you what it is right now. So you get me for life. I am your coach in the group, not one-on-one, but in the group. So every Monday morning we do goal shout outs. Every month we do a brand challenge that gets you in the motion, the action of the doing of the branding. Every month we have a first Monday Q&A huddle where any questions you have around your brand development, you get to ask me that. We do special master classes where sometimes I bring in a speaker, sometimes I teach them myself. And you also get the actual course. So you get the courses in Thinkific, you get the physical digital courses, you get the how-to videos, you get everything. And here's what it is. Because for life, when version 2.0 of the course gets uploaded, you're in it. That's it. Ciao, Bella. Thank you for joining. You did, Jacqueline? Oh my gosh. Post it in the accelerator group. I want to see it. Hey, Khadijah. Yes. So, okay, you're saying hi to Latanya. Yes, it is. Yes, the momentum in this group will get you moving. Yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Hello, Christina, beautiful. Stelita, I will talk to you, my love. Stand by, don't cry. Okay, good. So just how long did it take me to do that? So just imagine you have your course coming up. You have a talk that you're doing coming up. Anything. You can do a picture of your pet. It's National Pet Day, which is coming up, I think. Somebody help me. National Pet Day, that's in our Promo Republic somewhere, is coming up. You could get into your iMovie app, click the plus sign. Let me show you here. So I'm going to share now. This is from the desktop version, which again, as I said before, the desktop will have way more functionality, right? Because it just does. So here, when you click on your photos, it'll give you access to all of your photos, and then you can just go and you can select what do you want to add. So let's just say I'm like, yep, I want to add that, and then I click on this down arrow, and it takes it to your like recent camera roll. So you're just gonna hit the down arrow. You find all the pictures that you want. Right? It's super, super simple. I'm just totally just showing you. I mean, okay. So then now I have all the images that I want in my video. So then here now you have like, look at all the audio. You don't have all of these options in the app, but literally. All right. Okay. So let's go back to that. The audio. Let's say we're going to drag that down. And then I just pull everything in that I want. So when you're first adding it, you're like, okay, I may use this, I may use that, I can put this here, I want this to be here, and then maybe Yep, I'll do that as an overlay. And then, okay, so you've pulled in everything that you think. You've got your music track. This is going to tell you the music's going to start here. So what I do is I just play it and see what it looks like. So I'm like, okay, that little beat in the beginning was too quick. And these pictures are holding too long. So then I just grab the music, move the music up there. But maybe I'm like, oh, it was only 14 seconds. So, right? Just delete that. See here, the time, it tells you how long. So you know, and if you go further down, so now I play it. Right? So now that's me. So right here you can see I have more music than I have pictures. So I can either decide to, right, that's super long. I can either decide I'm going to just trim this all the way back to here because I don't have time to find more pictures. I need to get going with this because I don't have all day to be in this editing studio. So I'm going to have the music and right, it's delete this picture. Now, here's where the fun part, let me move this in. Here's where the fun part comes in. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I have to run, but I can do a little title. Right? And I can choose to have the title come before, but now I want music up here. So I just move the track along and now I didn't save it. Okay. And I'm out. Here endeth the lesson. If you want more, you need to be an accelerator. Okay, so Kim, you're saying, let me make a note of this before I run to my meeting. So Kim, you didn't get it. And I think Latanya, you're saying you didn't. Latanya, just try typing accelerator by itself because I saw that you put it with your question. Just literally type only the word accelerator and see if that comes through. But I'll make a note here to follow up with you. L.A. Latonia Kennedy Moore. But was that good? Did that serve you? Okay, Kim, I'll follow up with you. Great. Hey, Melody. Hello, Khadija. So think about that. Think about that, Pamela. Pamela, let me know if you didn't get something in your messenger as well. Pamela. Where's Pamela? Yeah. Pamela, let me know if you get a response back in your messenger. Okay, love. But thank you, my love. But do you see how fast and is that pro or what? Somebody asked me the other day, was like, oh, I thought you hired, they swore up and down that I hired somebody to produce my show Open. Thanks, beautiful. And I'm like, no, I did it between Canva and iMovie. So if I can do it, you can do it. Because you know what? Many other millions of people have already done it. Have a desire to be an overcomer when it comes to tech. When you tell yourself, oh, I can't do it, and you have just come into agreement with your subconscious mind, who is the manipulator of all manipulators, and all it's trying to do is keep you small, right? It's just trying to keep you here because, God forbid, you try to make a movie and the soundtrack didn't really land with the people as much as you thought it would. They were like, what is this snake charmer song she put on this? Oh, God forbid somebody's got something to say to you. Now you're afraid of criticism. Remember what I say to you. Anybody wants to criticize you, anybody wants to tell you what you should and shouldn't do and what you couldn't do, all you need to look to them to the left and say, do you have a check for me? They don't have no check for you? They have nothing to say to you. Because they're not in this game with you. They're not sitting where you're sitting. They don't see the vision. God didn't give it to them. He gave it to you. So if you're not in, get in. That's all I'm intending so hard for everyone to see the magic of what I am doing here with this offer. You need to go run, tell all of your friends and be like Brenda Epps from the ATL, who said, I can't play Full Out right now because I'm my schedule, but she was like, this was not going to miss her. Hello, Renee. What? Renee from the ATL is like representing in the house. I love it. Yes. What people think of you is none of your business. So we're going to, in our next week on the Brand Momentum Morning Show, we're going to be getting into those 6 sort of like key fears that I'm going to try to just help you release and woo-saw them out of your system, because you're not going to die. Somebody says, oh my gosh, did you see she was sweating on her live? Guess what? I'm still standing. Do you have a check for me? I am so unbothered. I want to deposit to you guys all of my unbotheredness that will just make your life so much easier. Oh, that's great, Brenda. Absolutely. So if you're not in the accelerator program, you don't know what the accelerator program is, do yourself the favor, become enlightened, comment below, just type the word as you see it, comment below accelerator. In fact, I'm going to, can I edit this? So it's super clear what I'm asking you to do. I want you to comment below. Just type the word accelerator. You will get information. If you don't get it, let me know. I will send it to you personally. But again, that's one of the productivity apps that I'm talking about, that it's already set up. I already hired a team to set that up. So if I say accelerator, like right now, example, I want everybody to comment LinkedIn. Just comment the word LinkedIn. I want to just show you how this works. So just comment LinkedIn below. Melanie. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so good. Melody, tell me if you got something. Okay, boom. Booyah. Hey, thank you for showing interest. Please check your FB Messenger for more details. Did I just type that to you? No, ma'am. Because I'm all about the productivity. I don't have that kind of time to be chasing 50 million comments and then following up. You're a pro. You're going to act like a pro. Don't ever be scared of tech. Let tech work for you. I'm going to show you how to master tech. All right. We have come to the end of our hour. Was this a good Brand Therapy Thursday, or was this a good Brand Therapy Thursday? Like, I'm just like, I know, right? Stelita and Khadijah will know what I mean when I say I know, right? That's part of the leadership program. They tell you to like accept your knowing with like gusto and not like, oh, you're so sweet. I know I'm bad to the bone. I know this $97 that you're going to pay, you're going to be getting thousands and thousands and thousands of values on top of thousands. I know that, like, I know that because I am the branding ninja. Like, this is what I do. I eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I want you to get some of this magic. I want you to be able to stand out and shine. Like, I just showed you how to look like a pro doing video. You would have not had the first clue about iMovie or how any of this could be done. What value, how much is that worth to you? How much is that worth to you now that you can do that as part of a presentation, as part of a pitch, as part of an event? You want to showcase, Melody, your different backgrounds that you've done. You want to have a video looping of your different linens. How much value is that? Looking like a pro, not looking like you cut it on your iPhone. It's magic. I know. I love it. Awesome. Thanks, Renee. Yeah, definitely catch the replay. So guys, have a fab weekend. So Brand Therapy Thursday is every Thursday, noon Eastern. Tell your friends, tag your friends, share this video, set your calendar. So much magic is being doled out on Thursday. And of course, as you know, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, we do Brand Momentum Morning Show tomorrow. I will not be hosting the show because I have a leadership conference that we are doing and I can't move it. So watch replay in the meantime. Yes, ma'am. I know. Yes, Stelita, I know. Boom. All right, beautifuls. I am so in awe of you guys, the way you show up, the way you lean in, the way you are here for yourself to say, even though, nevertheless, you know, I live for that. That is my mantra for life. I should get a tattoo on that if I believed in tattoos. But I love you. Be well. Take care. Deuces.